Welcome to Melody Ranch for the 2020 Stomping the Divots, Pivot, not Divot. We're virtual this year, but we do have a great polo match for you to kick things off. We're going to start by introducing our players. Playing for the black team from Midland, Texas, Chino Santiago Payan. Chino's a young professional player, and we're happy to see him here in Jackson. At the number 2 position, Tommy Costello, all the way from Phoenix, Arizona. Another player that we see a lot in the desert in California. And from San Antonio, Texas, Hunter Azaro, our youngest player on the field today. Hunter, an up-and-coming professional player. And the legend, the one and only, Mike Azaro, former 10-goal player, winner of, I don't even know how many U.S. Opens, how many Queen's Cups, but a legend in polo. Amazing player. Now for our white team, lining up at the number 1, all the way from Rock Springs, Lokesh, you're going to be number 1. And our governor, who's actually wearing the number 1, the one and only, the beautiful, the talented, the circuit governor, Cheryl Sick. And from Jackson Hole, Wyoming and Houston, Texas, the local, Marcos Villanueva. All the way from Peeway, Argentina, Victoria, Texas, and Houston, Texas, 20-year perennial here, Hernan Tejera. So there we have our lineups. I'm here with Executive Director of Jackson Hole Therapeutic Riding, Tori Fancher, and Tori's going to do this bowl in. We're going to have the players line up over here for the bowl in, right over here, right in front of us. Tori's going to throw this ball in. It's a live ball. Tori and I are going to run for our lives as soon as we throw this in. And so we're going to walk up here. And she's going to bowl it right down the center there. Let it rip. Oh, good, good fake. Oh, that's fine, that's fine. Here we go. And they're away. That was a perfect throw in. Surprise is one of the elements of the game. Mike Azaro unleashes a shot downfield. He is looking for Chino Payan. Chino picks it up. Hernan backs that ball. Marcos is there. Marcos gets a piece of it. Marcos turning that ball around. Here he comes. Marcos Villanueva in that red helmet. Marcos looking downfield for his players, as we do in this sport. Therefore, it's a team sport. He unleashes a shot down, looking for Lokesh. Picks him up, but Mike Azaro is going to be there first. Mike with a terrific back shot. They're looking for Tommy Costello. Tommy Costello and Marcos there. The ball trips out, no whistle. Tommy picks that ball up. He's going to bring it to goal. Let's see who's going to pick it up there. Looks like Hunter and Tommy with a shot on goal, and we've got a shot just wide. So that ball does need to go through the goal post. We're going to have 4 periods today. They're going to be about 7.5 minutes apiece. 4 players aside, 1 umpire, 2 gold judges. Marcos unleashing a shot coming over here toward us at the tent. You'll get to see how this works. And Mike Azaro's there first. Mike elects to turn the ball. By the way, 10 goals means you're Michael Jordan. Mike was 10 goals for many years. Cheryl 6 there. Playing defense, Cheryl riding him pretty hard. Cheryl is an amazing player and one of the top women players in America today. And that ball looks like it's going to go just wide. Yep. Wait for the signal, a little bit hard to see down there in front of the goal. You can tell if a goal scored because all the players come back to the center for the throw-in. If not, there's a knock-in, which means that the team that was defending brings the ball in and then comes back to attack their goal. Playing on the long field this year, which we're normally playing on a little more compact field. This field's about 300 yards by about 160, 180 wide. And Hernan Tejera bringing that ball, a lot of communication. Pass coming across, looking for Marcos. Let's see who's going to get there first. Looks like Chino Payan with a nice back shot. Mike Azaro going to come out and pick up that ball. He does, gets a whistle though. Whistle comes, generally speaking in polo, the rules are the ball follows the line where it's come from and where it's going to. And if you cross over in front of another player, you'll likely hear a whistle. Because of the seriousness of the infraction, this is going to be from the spot. The umpires just call play. That signals to the players to begin to play. And here they go. Marcos Villanueva looking downfield, looking for Cheryl Sick. Marcos going to go left, looking for Hernan. Hunter Azaro's there. Mike Azaro's there. He's got more Azaros than anyone needs. And Mike's going to get there. Mike is the king of the big back shot, and that's how you see why. Here they come, coming right at us. And Lokesh getting a piece of that one. Cheryl going to have to sit there and wait for Hernan to get it. Tommy Costello picks that ball, but Hernan comes right back to it. Hernan on a handy horse. He turns it around. They'll have to give him a shot here. Lokesh there to back him up. Cheryl and Marcos downfield waiting. Got a little tractor coming behind us here. Sorry for the background noise. Marcos going to pick that ball up, and we got a whistle. So we stop the clock anytime there's a foul with a whistle, anytime there's any injury or danger to a horse and a player when the ball's in neutral territory if a player were to come off. Polo's been played continuously here at Melody Ranch since 1959. Paul T. Van Gontard and his daughter Otzi is a next generation as we call her, continues this forward today. And many of us have played, I believe this is my 20th year playing here. And we just love to be in Jackson in the summer. We love to be part of therapeutic riding. Therapeutic riding is very closely correlated with polo here in Jackson, as well as in Texas where we're from. And we're pleased to be involved and help support. And we know that later in this virtual event you'll have Letitia doing a live auction, so we encourage you to stay with us and to participate, and let's all join together to support therapeutic riding. Mike Azzaro lining up. This is a penalty 4, 60 yards, which means a defended goal. You can stop the ball. I wouldn't recommend standing in front of it. And that's up and over and just wide. Mike, I played with Mike many times and seen him hit those day in, day out, but we did have a little rain last night, making the field a little bumpier to play on. All right, Hernan Tijera bringing that ball in. Hernan's going to unleash it downfield. Still got it. Marcos is going to get there behind him. We do follow in this sport. It's very important that you follow. You wait and you wait and you wait for the opportunity, and you do pass it. It takes 4 players to win, and you can certainly lose if you're not playing as a team. All right. Mike turns that ball back around. Mike hitting it out of the air. Hopefully you can see that in the camera. Mike picking that ball up. He still got it, picking up the bouncing ball, loses it there. But Marcos tries to reach out and get it. Let's see who's going to pick it up. Marcos. Marcos has got it. He's not quite away, but look how he turns around on that ball. What a handy horse. These horses are magical animals, and watching them play this sport is it's something very special. All right, so he unleashes, but I think Mike's there waiting for it. Mike pops it up in the air, so that did change the line there a little bit. Let's see who's going to get it. Mike's got it. Mike gets away with it. Mike's got it again, handy pony. They're all back there in defense. Everybody's trying to, you got a former 10-goal player. It takes a little help to get things under control. Mike, Hunter's calling for the ball. Mike's up, Hunter Azzaro. I think he's 14, up and coming young player. Hernan there trying to defend. Tommy getting behind. Mike doesn't quite get all the shot that he wants. It's a good shot. Let's see, Marcos Fusion away, but once again, Marcos is very handy on his horses, very quick. He just steals that ball again and again. He gets away with it there one more time. Marcos trying to get Lokesh out front. He knows he has to get a runner out front to get away. Cheryl Sick is out there for that ball. But I believe Tommy got away a really nice back shot there. Let's see who's going to get around first. Hernan Tijera. Hernan there trying to defend Mike. Both of these guys very close in age. They played against each other quite a bit. Hernan, oops, that ball, as you can see, anyone gets a bounce, but Tommy Costello is there. Tommy unloads with a big shot down toward goal. And it's wide. They call that in, and we'll call that a goal. I couldn't see it, sorry, thank you. Dre, our scorekeeper here, reminded me that my vision's not as good as it used to be, and that is a goal. And Mark Prinsloo, our umpire and instructor for Jackson Hole Polo. You can learn to play polo here, by the way, at Melody Ranch. Mark's going to bring him back. He's got that ball behind his back, lines him up. The teams will change ends. White team is now going to the south, and the black team's going to town. All right, Hunter gets a shot at it, but Hernan also gets a shot at it. Tommy's out there, Hernan trying to get away. He's got one Azzaro and one Costello to get through, and that's a little bit too much. Tommy's going to turn that ball around. That's what we call it when you bring it around there. Tommy taps down. Tommy, big shot. Heads up, folks. Mike calls for him to leave it with good reason. Watch this. about 120 yards in the air, not bad. And Tommy picks it up, goes off of him. And Marcos is not hailing a cab, he's looking, or Uber, he's looking for foul. Tommy's down there in the corner, let's see what he's gonna do with it. And looks like that ball's just gonna go over the end line down there. Again, when it goes over the end line, that is a knock-in. And there's our first horn. I believe that's going to be the chucker, or are they gonna play it? They are going to chucker. All right, that's the end of our first chucker. See Lokesh coming forward here. In the blue helmet, the number 2 in white. Hernan unleashes a shot downfield, and he's looking for Cheryl, but he's going to pick up Marcos. Marcos being blocked there by 2 people. Cheryl's going to go through, see if she can't pick up that ball. Uh-oh, hang on, we've got a situation here. Anytime a player is injured, we take a quick timeout, and that's what we're going to do here, see if Marcos is okay. He might have gotten a mallet. He's pretty tough. This video is coming to you with drone and still camera, fixed camera technology, how things have changed. Since Polo is played on a 300 yard by 180 yard field, it is difficult to see, but with technology, we've been able to see it better. Now, because this was a timeout for an injury, it's a throw in, the ball's in play. Hernan Tejeda getting a piece of that ball. Everybody's got their mallet up. They're looking for a foul, but Hernan's out there with it. Let's see who's going to get around first. Mike hits a 100-yard back shot. And let's see, Marcos is going to get there to turn that ball. Marcos Villanueva going to turn that ball around. He's being pursued by Tommy there. Let's see what's going to happen here. Marcos going to change directions a little bit. Hernan's going to get behind him because they've got to get through this passel of Azzaros here. Hernan with a big shot downfield. He's looking for the offense. A lot of people there in front. A couple of black mallets on it. Mike's going to pick the ball up. Mike gets the team set out front. Hunter, he tells, yeah, that's what he means for Hunter to come out and get this ball. Here comes Hunter, he's flying. Let's see, Chino's there with Hernan. We're telling him to wait for it. Hernan with a terrific back shot. Let's see if he's going to be able, no, Mike's going to get around first. Lokesh is there. Mike picks that ball up, brings it over, squares it off. He's going to go over. And that ball is going to be right on the edge. Cheryl's there on this really nice gray pony of hers. Got eyes on him. And Mike's going to come forward. Cheryl playing defense. Cheryl doing a really nice job here. Giving Mike a little trouble. Mike gets a ball away, but not everything he wants. And Marcos comes across looking for a foul, doesn't get it. And Mike's coming forward. Mike coming forward with that ball. Black team going north. Black team, Mike unloads. Looks like their second goal. Still anybody's game here. We're early in 4 chuckers here, 2 of 4 chuckers. And 2 goals is nothing. I think this white team will figure out how to work out their offense. They're certainly playing well together, but they've just got to get a little bit more up front. And so the way Polo works, you have someone who generally stays back and plays defense like a goalie or safety in football. And then you have the quarterback who's the number 3, and then the 2 and the 1 are really your offensive machines. So the white team's looking to get their 2 and their 1 up and out of there. Hunter Azaro picking it up, but now Marcos Villanueva getting out front. He's looking for Hernan Tejeda, who's downfield, gets hooked. Chino Payan goes in for the hook. Nice play. Chino played with us this winter. Really nice player. Hunter's going to try to pick it up. Mike does it. Look at Hunter. Hunter with a terrific back shot to his dad and doesn't get quite all of it. Marcos does. Hunter tried to get back in there for the hook. Didn't get it. Marcos Villanueva right there at the goal. And there we got the white team is on the board. Our score is 2-1. Players will come back to the center of the field, change directions. They will attack a different goal, the opposite goal. So the white team will be going to the south, and the black team will be going to the north. So here they come. Cheryl Sick leading them back, getting here first. Lokesh right behind her. Tommy, Mike. All right, Hunter's getting clipped over on the right side. Mike picks that ball up out of the throw in. Mike's got that ball. He turns it in. Hernan's got to give way. Hernan waiting to see where it's going to go. And Chino Payan is out front, but look at Marcos Villanueva there chasing. What a shot. What a shot. Marcos is going to get there first. And we're going to have a knock-in. So that when the ball does go over the inline, as we said before, you have a knock-in. And so Hernan Tejera is going to knock it in for the white team. Hernan Tejera bringing that ball in. He's looking at Lokesh. Lokesh was open for a moment there. He's going to bring it along again. He's looking for Marcos. Marcos has got it. Marcos shaded there by Tommy Costello. Tommy Costello unloads the ball, looking for Cheryl or for... Look at Cheryl going in there and taking the hook off Mike. Cheryl fearless. Here she comes. And Mike gets that ball away looking for Hunter. Hunter's by himself, but Marcos Villanueva is going to get there. Hunter almost got away with that ball. Marcos doing the fake back shot. Love that play. Brings that ball around. Here he comes, folks. Heads up over here. Hernan Tejera going to keep it for a second. Hunter's going to give him. Hunter is all over him. All right. Marcos Villanueva, you can see, see this right here. Nice shot, looking for Hernan. Mike turns around on the ball, gets on the line. That's why it's important to know where that ball is and get on the line. Mike, still 5 goals. Waiting on his player, calling for Hunter to go, and Hunter takes off. And Hunter is flying. So Hunter, 14 years old. Look at that shot. It's a shot down to Chino. Let's see if he's going to pick it up. Actually, Tommy Costello picks that ball up. Nice shot. Tommy off the post. Let's see what Marcos is going to do with it. Marcos is going to turn that ball around. And we got a whistle. They're flying out there. Club Pro Peter Blake just passing by behind me and saying they're moving. They really are flying. This is good, fast, clean polo. You're always going to have a couple of fouls here and there. It's a competitive sport. And I think someone asked me earlier, do these horses love to play? These horses love to play. And particularly out here in this beautiful sunshine with great temperatures. Had that little bit of rain last night. These horses are out in the pastures here at Melody Ranch. So we get nice green grass and they get a nice cool off and feels got a little water on it. It makes it a little bit more pliable to play. So the next day is really good. So now they come for the penalty shot, which is going to be for the White Melody Ranch team. Umpire Mark Prince who calls play. And Marcos Villanueva hits a nice shot downfield. Looking for Hernan, looking for Cheryl. Hernan trying to reach back and get it. He knows it's got to pass his stirrup, so he's going to turn back. Mike's picked up the ball. Mike's looking for the rest of the, we'll call them the Dragons, rest of the cavalry here to line out there. Hernan shading him there a little bit. Mike gonna release it out there. Mike asking him to wait. You can probably hear that. Asking Tommy to hold it. Now that ball is out there, but it looks like Hernan's going to get there first, but oh boy, not the shot that Hernan wanted. Too bad that happens sometimes. And he reaches in there but doesn't get the one he wants. Mike kind of come through, dribble through, put it there. Bad luck for Hernan. Bad luck for the Melody Ranch team, but another goal for the black team, the Dragons. And it is 3-1 here in the second chukker. Just a few minutes remaining in this chukker, and a few seconds actually. And there we have it, the horn. So we'll be right back with you in just a few moments for the third chukker. Players will go change horses, and we'll be right back. We don't have any Tito's, so it's hard to announce.
Come on, it's for the kids. We can't drink.
Keep getting Tommy and Tommy's helmet. I had to really see his helmet. Yeah.
I do too, all the time. They're different colors, they tell me, but
Yeah.
it's the same to me.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Hanya is a little player. He's a little rushy, but
Yeah. He'll learn.
huh?
He will learn. So Aiden, what have you been doing? I started running when I was about 7, and I had some friends that said you ought to try this. You don't. I tried it. And completely addicted. Yeah, so. Making their way back up in the field. Right over here, not here. And Mark Prinsley lining them up. Trying to make sure each team's on the correct side. Melody Ranch going north. Cheryl Sick gets a piece of it. Cheryl Sick with that ball out front. Cheryl Sick out front running with that ball. Cheryl gets a turn it. Lokesh has got there. It turned under. Popped under Chino. Tommy Costello with that ball. Mike Azzaro schooling him on what to do with it. But Marcos Villanueva's in there. Picks it up, but gets a bad bounce. Marcos got to tap it forward. Can bring it left, can't bring it right. Now he's got to hit it. And Chino Payan off with the ball. Hernan Tierra chasing, but Chino was up and coming young West Texas polo players. Hernan going to slow it down. Lots of experience there with Hernan. He's going to bring it around, turn that ball around. Hernan Tierra going to bring it forward. Chino's got to give him way. Marcos going to get back and behind him. Hernan was looking for Lokesh, doesn't quite get him, and we got a whistle there. Looks like Tommy might have gotten caught in what we call a crossing penalty there. So it's going to be a We'll wait for umpire Mark Prinsley to place that ball. Remind you that Letitia will be with you later in this virtual pivot, not divot, divot, not pivot, Stomping the Divots 2020. And we encourage you to support Jackson Hole Therapeutic Riding. All right, Marcos Villanueva teeing that ball up. We do try to set it on top of the blades of the grass so that we can get loft under the ball. At 60 yards, and it's like hitting probably a 200 and something yard drive. If you're a golfer, Marcos does it and has done it many times. You've seen it here. Let's see what he does with this one. Marcos doesn't get all of it. It goes under. Mike gets a piece of it and it goes through. Boy, that happens sometimes in polo. All right, 3-2 the score. All right, Mark Prinsley brings him back to center here. White team's going to be going south. All right, ball pops out. Cheryl gets a piece of it, and it comes right over to her right. She's still got it. Cheryl with a nice shot, cutting it over there. Lokesh going to try to get there. Chino gets a piece of it. Oh, nice back shot there, but Marcos gets around. Goes off of Mike. I think that's why he couldn't get. Oh, Mike Azzaro. That's what 10 goals will do. Hold on to your brake pads there. Ball pops out. Mike being very courteous, letting Marcos get around for it. Let's see if Cheryl comes. Cheryl, let's see if the governor can put one in. Cheryl and Lokesh give and go a goal. Team play. Very nice to see. Now, when I call her governor, she's the circuit governor. The United States Polo Association is divided up into circuits in the Pacific Northwest, of which Jackson Hole is part of. Cheryl is our circuit governor. And I believe she's one of 3 or 4 female governors in the United States Polo Association. Of course, someone asked what's the disposition of polo players. It's about 50-50 female men, and we do play on these intramural teams. Hernan gets a piece of that one. Mike is after it. Let's see who's going to get there first, Marcos or Mike. Mike gets a piece of it. Hernan back to it. Hernan reaches way behind, picks that ball up, a terrific shot. Hernan going left, going right, shoots at goal. Does it? Well, just wide. What a nice shot. Bad luck. So the Dragons will have a knock in here. Mike's going to set everybody out. He's got Tommy and Chino out front, Hunter in the middle. But he can play it, Mike can hit it. He's looking for Hunter. Tommy's going to come over here and try to defend. Marcos going to bring that ball around. He can. Marcos evades the hook. Hunter's still in there. Look at Hunter fight for that ball. Oh boy. Let's see who's going to get it. Marcos picks it back up. Hunter almost gets it. Mike coaching Hunter and playing at the same time. And Marcos unleashes a shot, and that goes off the post and in. What a terrific shot. And look at this. We've got a change in the score here. The Melody Ranch team is now up 4-3. What a turnabout. In each chukker, this is a momentum sport. There could be a change in direction of momentum. It could be the horses. It could be just the players got a little rest coming back. But whatever reason, this Melody Ranch team has come back on fire. And we'll see what they do coming back here. Change ends. Chino Payan out front. Chino gets a piece of it, but goes through. Mike Azzaro, look at Mikey. Mikey, fake back shot to Hernan, turns it around. Hernan sticking in there. Look, he got a piece of it. Whoa, 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 hold it. All right, welcome back. Our players are making their way back out on the field here for the fourth and final chukker of the 2020 Stomping the Divots here at Melody Ranch. Paul T. Van Gontard, Paul and Otzi, his daughter Otzi Van Gontard's Melody Ranch. I don't remember when we played our first Stomping the Divots here, but something tells me around 2006 or 7. But Paul and Otzi and the entire group here, we've been pleased to be involved with Stomping the Divots in Jackson Hole Therapeutic Riding. And look forward to next year when we will hopefully be right back in person for the Stomping of the Divots. We had a player who had a slight injury, and Hernan Tierra and Peter Blake, South Carolina, Texas, California, Wyoming, replacing Hernan. Hernan just has a slight cut on his lip, and he's going to get that addressed. Waiting on one or more players. Beautiful day here. A few clouds over the mountain ranges, but otherwise a beautiful day. And nice temperature, low humidity. And Cheryl Sick and Lokesh making their way back out. Cheryl drove her horses in from Seattle and joined us this week. We're really pleased that she's here. Lokesh is from Rock Springs, physician there and in California. He's here a bit with us in the summer. All right, Mark Prinsloo lines him up. That ball's in play. Let's see who's going to come out with it. Mike. Oh, fake back shot by Mike. Mike turns it around. Peter says, I don't want to be the receiver of the ball. I'd like to block it. Let's see, Hunter and Lokesh. Boy, Hunter getting a big piece of it there. And Mike turning it around. Marcos turning it around. Mike coming back deep. Marcos electing to bring the ball. Passing it up to Peter Blake, and Tim Kelly gets out of the way very quickly there. All right, ball is dropped by Mark Prinsloo. Horses and the ball move fast, so time to get out of the way. Oh, see Tommy Costello duck there and avoid the ball. Hunter picking up the ball, but picking up the foul as well. Marcos Villanueva there. Should be getting some really good drone footage and some good fixed camera footage here. Watch this. Marcos Villanueva setting that ball up. It will be A hit from the shot, from the spot. And Marcos is going to canter around. You get your horse on the correct lead, which is the right lead in this case. And he's going to bring it around. Talk to Peter Blake, Cheryl Sick, and Lokesh. They're out front. Marcos with a big shot downfield goes off of Peter and unfortunately goes pretty close to Mike. Tommy gets a back shot away. Marcos clearing. Mike coming through with the ball. Chino going down. Santiago Payan going down for the pass. Peter there to shade Mike. It's a pretty hard job to do. He's trying to do it anyway. Mike coming through. This horse has played in 7 U.S. Opens. We heard that before, and he gets a goal. All right, we got this game tied right back up here in the fourth chukker. And the Dragons have tied up Melody Ranch. They're going to come right back to center. Mark Prinsley is going to bring them over here to this near side right by the tent. And we'll have a bowl in. Anyway, Mark was, I think, a 4-goal player in his handicap deal. He is the leader of the Jackson Hole Polo school here. Throws that ball in. Cheryl Sick gets a piece of it. Not quite what she wanted, but enough. Let's see who's going to get it. Mike's coming out. Ball stepped on, but Tommy picks it up out of the air. Marcos has got it. Goes off of Mike. Marcos goes forward. He's got plenty of company. Doesn't get the swing he wants. Mike picks it up. And let's see, Mike's going to bring it forward. Hunter's shading Peter Blake there. Mike's going to bring it around. Mike, handy. He pushes it. He knows what he's got to do. Gets it up front, unleashes it. What a shot in the air, going down toward goal. Someone's going to have to cut it back. Let's see who's going to get there first. I can't tell. Nice back shot. Doesn't get all he wants. And Peter Blake's going to pick that ball up. Peter Blake has the ball. Bring it along. Peter looking for a big shot. Doesn't get it. Marcos going to turn around and pick it up first. You want a very handy horse here. Marcos has that, and he does pick up the ball. Uh-oh. Looks like Tommy's going to stop the ball, but Peter's going to bring that ball around, and he's going to leave it there for Marcos. Marcos now is going to release it back down up front for Peter. Unfortunately, it goes off of Peter, and now he's going to try to get it to Lokesh. And Chino Payan gets just enough of it. That's all that matters. Change the line. Mike picks the ball up, coming across. Marcos looking for a foul, doesn't get it. Mike's away. Let's see who's going to, Mike loses the ball. But Tommy Costello playing very well this summer. Let's see what Peter's going to do with it. Peter does unleash a rocket back shot. Nice. Right along the, where's there, Cheryl's going to come back and try to pick up Mike. See if she can catch him on the turn. She gets a piece of it, but not all of it. Mike gets around quickly. Marcos is there. Marcos trying to pick it up. Mike coming through. He's got that ball on the left side. Takes a near side shot. Drew to goal, but doesn't get it. Marcos has got that ball. Turn him back around. Marcos Vision Waiver bringing that ball. Cuts it out left to Peter Blake. Peter Blake, look at Mike, how fast this gray pony comes out here. Mike gets a piece of it for the block. Lokesh gets the ball coming across. But let's see. Tommy picked it up. Marcos has it. Cheryl down front. Marcos has to have somebody out front to hit to. He's waiting. He's patient, just bringing that ball along. Now here he goes. Well, there it comes, folks. And it's close enough to goal right there. He may be able to get it. Let's see if Peter can do it. Peter gets a swing on it. Not quite there. Cheryl. Uh-oh. Goal post down. Oh, boy. Hold on. Let's see. We'll have to fix that in a minute. Yeah, we keep playing. Goalpost is made of foam, sits on a broomstick. We got to get it fixed. Marcos coming around with that ball. Marcos and Mike. And a melee there. The ball comes out. Craig going down. Manager Craig Ramsby going down to fix it. Lokesh doesn't get all that back shot. Tommy's there to pick it up. Tommy Costello. Mike. Nope. Peter Blake picked a piece of it up. Oh, boy. And so Chino Payan. Chino reaches back. Chino, nice play by Chino. Doesn't get it, but Tommy crushes the ball going downfield. Cheryl chasing. Tommy out there. Cheryl on a really nice pony. Gives him quite a bump. That's called a bump. She's bumping hard. And Tommy's going to go through with it. Unfortunately there. Nice goal. Tommy Costello playing very, very well. 5-4. The Dragons are up on Melody Ranch. Mike Azzaro coming over for a quick change. That's how fast it is. Giving that horse a break. Speedo Tricks coming out, name of this horse. The horse was born of a horse that Mike played in, I think, 10 or 12, maybe 15 U.S. Opens. All right, got a whistle there. It's 5-4. These teams want to see who's going to win it. Melody Ranch. Peter got hooked, but let's see. Marcos comes out with it. Marcos comes out with it. Tommy's got the hook. Marcos shakes off the hook, but Mike's behind him. That's a tough place to be. Marcos gets around. Mike appealing for the foul and explaining the type of foul that it was, but doesn't get the call. This is Polo. Here, leave it means don't take it with you. And that's what Mike was saying. He's very competitive. He wants to win this game. All right, Mike Azzaro turned this ball around. Mike got a fresh horse, and most of them know it. Oh, got a little Chino. Santiago Payan hits a big ball up for Tommy Costello. Tommy gonna try to hit it out of the air, doesn't get it. And Chino hits it again. Chino Payan, very nice play there. Cuts it toward goal. Gonna be just out. Hunter down there trying to pick it up. Hunter Azzaro. And we're calling for a timeout for tack check for horse. Tack is the equipment on the horse. Anytime there's anything that's loose or out of place, we're gonna stop and fix it. And if there's any matter with the horse, we're gonna stop and fix that as well. So Marco's taking a look there, just making sure everything's where it's supposed to be. And I bet he'll pop right back up on that horse in just a moment. So we have just
There's 40 seconds.
40 seconds left in this game. 5-4. It can be done, but that's a pretty long run down that field to score 40 seconds for this Melody Ranch team. Either way, great match, game by both teams, horses, players, and really exciting day here at Melody Ranch. Marco's back on his horse. Waiting just a moment for everyone to line up. 40 seconds left in this game. Drone is up. Fixed cameras are working. Marcos looking. Marcos going to unload to Lokesh. Calling for take his time. We got 40 seconds here. Less than 40 seconds to play. Marcos Fusion Wave, we're bringing that ball along. He is going to unleash it. We know that. Oh, and he does. Right toward goal. Let's see who's going to get there. Mike Azzaro. Mike Azzaro, Mr. Ever Present everywhere on this day, is everywhere he is. And there we have at the end of the chukker, the end of the game. And if you were here, we know it'd be a big round of applause for both teams, all the ponies, players, officials, scorekeepers, timers, flaggers, and thank you for joining us. Please join us in supporting the 18th anniversary of the Stomping the Divots here at Jackson Hole Polo Club. Come on, guys.